What if everything your bank ever told you about money was designed to keep you poor? Not by accident, not by negligence, by design. Today, I'm going to tell you the biggest financial lie you've been told your entire life. And by the end of this video, you will never look at your bank the same way again. Let's go. Let's start with a number. 1.9 trillion euros. That is the amount French people have invested in life insurance funds. 1.9 trillion euros sitting in bank products, generating an average of 2.5% per year before taxes and fees. After inflation, after social charges, after management fees. The real return? Close to zero, sometimes negative. 1.9 trillion euros, slowly losing its value. While the banks collect their fees every single year. This is not an accident. This is a business model. Lie number one. Your money is safe in a savings account. Your bank tells you the livret A is safe, 3% per year, guaranteed, no risk. And technically, they're right. Your money is nominally safe. But here's what they don't tell you. When inflation runs at 3 to 4%, your savings account paying 3% is actually losing purchasing power. You have more euros, but those euros buy less. According to historical data, over 20 years, the real return on the livret A after inflation is close to zero, sometimes negative. The livret A is not a safe investment. It's a slow erosion disguised as security. Lie number two. Our actively managed funds are the best way to invest. Your bank advisor sits you down, shows you a brochure, recommends a fund managed by their best experts. Here is the reality. According to the SPIVA report, between 85 and 98% of actively managed funds underperform their benchmark index over 5 to 10 years. Not 50%, not 70%, between 85 and 98%. And these funds charge you 1.5 to 2.5% per year in management fees, whether they win or lose. The fee is taken automatically, every year, from your capital. Over 20 years, 1 extra percent in annual fees costs you approximately 20% of your final capital. 2% in fees? You lose nearly 40% of what you should have had. Your bank gets paid whether you win or lose. Lie number three. You need an expert to invest. Your bank deliberately makes finance seem complex, intimidating, dangerous for amateurs. Because if you understood that investing is actually simple, you would never pay for their expensive products again. A simple global ETF, like the Vanguard FTSE All World or the MSCI World, requires zero financial expertise, zero ongoing management, and it has historically returned 8.4 to 8.7% per year over the last 20 years. One product, one purchase per month, no advisor needed, no expensive fees. Your bank advisor is paid a commission on the products they sell you. Their incentive is not your wealth. Their incentive is their sales quota. Lie number four. Real estate is always the best investment. In France especially, this one is deeply cultural. L'immobilier, c'est du solide. But here is what nobody calculates honestly. Property taxes, maintenance costs, management fees, vacancy periods, insurance, interest on your mortgage, capital gains taxes on sale. When you add all of these costs honestly, a well-diversified global ETF often outperforms French real estate on a net return basis over 20 to 30 years. Your bank and your notaire will never tell you this, because they both make money when you buy property. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets emotional. Imagine you have 10,000 euros to invest today. Here is what happens over 20 years. Scenario 1. Livret A at 2 to 3% average. Your 10,000 euros becomes 16 to 18,000 euros. Scenario 2. Assurance-vie funds, euros at 2.5% net. Your 10,000 euros becomes 16,000 euros. Scenario 3. Global ETF at 8.5% historical average. Your 10,000 euros becomes 51,000 euros. 51,000 euros. Your bank offers to turn 10,000 euros into 16,000. A global ETF turns the same 10,000 euros into 51,000. The difference? 35,000 euros per 10,000 invested that you will never see if you trust your bank. The monthly investment example, 500 euros per month for 20 years. At 3%, you end up with approximately 160,000 euros. At 8.5%, You end up with approximately 300,000 euros, the same monthly effort, the same 20 years, 140,000 euros difference. That is a house. That is a retirement. That is financial freedom, gone. Because nobody told you the truth. Why doesn't school teach us this? This is not a conspiracy, but it is structural. The education system was designed to produce disciplined employees, not financially independent investors. Programs focus on abstract mathematics, history, languages, not on compound interest, inflation, or hidden fees. The result? The vast majority of people leave school without knowing what an ETF is, without understanding what fees cost them over 20 years, and a financially illiterate population consumes more, borrows more, leaves their money in high-margin products. Now let me tell you about the people who discovered the truth. Pete Adini, Mr. Money Mustache, was an ordinary American software engineer. At 30 years old, he understood that banks sell illusions. He lived frugally, invested massively in index funds, and retired at 30. In France, thousands of ordinary people have done the same. Teachers, engineers, nurses, people who at 35 or 40 stopped their assurance-vie, switched everything to ETF MSCI World through their PIA, and reached 500,000 to 1 million euros in 15 to 20 years. Not millionaires by inheritance, ordinary people who discovered one simple truth. That compound interest combined with low fees changes everything. Here is your action plan starting now. Step 1. Calculate what your current savings are actually returning after inflation and fees. The number will shock you. Step 2. Compare that to the historical return of a global ETF, 8 to 9% per year compounded over decades. Step 3. Open a PEA account on a low-cost platform, Trade Republic, DeGiro, or Boursorama, not at your bank. Step 4. Choose one ETF, MSCI World, FTC All World, S&P 500. One product is enough. Step 5. Automate your monthly investment. 50 euros, 100 euros, 500 euros, whatever you can, and never stop. The biggest financial lie you've been told your entire life is this: that managing money is complicated, that you need experts, that your bank is on your side. None of it is true. The truth is brutally simple. Low costs, global diversification, time, consistency. That is how ordinary people build extraordinary wealth. And your bank has known this for decades. They just chose not to tell you. Now you know. If this video changed the way you see money, smash that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. I'm Kurt, and this is Investopia. I'll see you in the next one. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions.